So what you're doing is see, here's the thing. Let me bring this chart up. Let me make it big. You see the people in that top. You see the people. You're going to help the people who are already in the top. You're going to help the people already in the top. You see that 75.4? You're not doing anything for the rest. The bottom 50 of households who are worth less than $1. You're helping. Listen, I have a college degree. So I'm not speaking against education, but you have to help the collective, not just the sliver of the collective that went to college. If I was a selfish person, if I was a person not interested in the group, I wouldn't care. But understand that I too, like a lot of these people in this bar, this top blue bar, a lot of these people have family, parents who are already in college. Like when I went to Howard, I ran into a lot of people who had parents and grandparents who were like second, third generation Howard or HBCU. You're helping that group. But what we need is collective movement. What we need is collective uplift. That's what we need. We need collective uplift. We don't need to help the just the ADOS or just the black people who are already in the best position. And people, I know what everybody's gonna say. Everybody's gonna say, well, Yvette, it will help me pay for my college loan. Let me tell you something. You think it helps. It won't. These white people have 75% of our 2.6. Understand something. Understand something too. Family. I don't care if they write off your student loans. You still got a family. And I'm not just talking about your kids. I'm talking about all your cousins, brothers, and sisters. You still in a black community because we tend to live amongst each other. You still with your family and they have nothing. So what good is it if you can't have a community that's worth something? If you can't have a community that's stable? What good is it? You want to run off and leave them? Is that what you want to do? Because understand, even if Bernie pays off your college debt, you still black and you still have all the problems of blackness. And the problems of blackness are not just college debt. See, this is part of the problem too. Like they only have a small problem. Like they have a problem like, well, my college debt too high. If I get this college off me, I'd really be good because I'm white. I mean, I'm talking about the stuff that comes with whiteness in terms of I have some inheritance, but it's not enough, or I have a good job, but I just need to get this debt off of me, this albatross off of me, get it off my neck, and I'd be good. And so this is a lifeline to them. It's not a lifeline to us because we got too many problems that stem all the way from slavery and accrued disadvantage. We have the problems of race. So the real problem too is not just about, well, we have this college debt. The problem too is like, how do you get that college debt? What you have to fix first, you have to fix race. And not fixing race is a dodge. Because we inherit poverty. And we won't even talk about plugs and outlets. So you talk about erasing the debt, and then a kid doesn't, and then a ADOS doesn't even have anything to plug it into in the job market. What are you doing? You have to deal with, one of the things that has to be dealt with in this conversation, you have to deal with the why. Why don't more black kids graduate? Why don't more black kids go to college? Why don't more ADOS kids do that? We have to talk about the crumbling schools. You have to deal with race and the racial wealth gap. Because that's what we're looking at. That quote you just read, that I just read and you just read when it was up on the screen. What that quote tells you, What that quote is telling you is that the racial wealth gap persists amongst all of us, except for the very top aberrations like Oprah and Jordan or whatnot. That's what it's telling. Even like wealthy Americans still don't have it because we're contagion to wealth. So our homes don't accrue the same value. We're still trapped. Everything else is piecemeal. It's whack-a-mole, like I said before. You're not really dealing with race and the consequence that we deal with. You're dodging it. You're taking our reparations and giving it to the rest of America. You have to deal with us. You're not even dealing with us in kind of a class-based way, where you say at least it's tied to wealth, so that somebody doesn't get it. You don't want to do that. You want to throw all of America a lifeline and leave us out here with nothing, because we still don't have anything. I don't understand that. You don't believe in justice if you don't believe in fair redistribution of wealth. You just don't. That's the myth of the level playing field. There is no level playing field like this. We just make everybody equal. Everybody gets the same thing. The Wall Street banker. Well, everybody needs to get the same thing, because the Wall Street banker's kid who went to college, if he has debt or whatever, if he decided to take out some loans, I don't like you, daddy. Don't pay my loans. I'm going to do it myself. I don't want to be bothered right now. I'm going to run off Oregon and make spoons. If he does that, or if he did that, he gets his stuff paid off. You know, people, they throw all kinds of tantrums with their parents. Keep your money. And then get back together. So if he did that, then he gets whatever. Somebody worth $1 million did it and gets whatever. And just, I don't want to pay that right now. You know, see, these people move their money so weird. Well, we're going to pay that later. We're going to move this money over here. But the black kid who didn't get to go to college because he had nothing and had no aspiration for that, because he knew he couldn't pay for it, and college wasn't for him, he still gets nothing. And that's the majority of us. Now, see, if you just care about yourself, you want to be kind of boule with your stuff and be like, well, Yvette, I would get something, so calm down. You got to think about more than you. It will pay my loans off, but I'm thinking about more than my loans. I'm thinking about more than me. I'm thinking about the group. You got a lot of Negroes around here who are just running around because Yvette, that will pay off my stuff, be so good for me. Stop saying me. You got black people all around you who ain't going to get nothing. So that's not community uplift. We are interested in the collective, not just the top tier group. And again, I say this as a college graduate, a proud one. That's not the point. I'm not anti-education. I'm pro-group uplift. Come get it, understand it,